Hey Libra, welcome to your reading for May 2022. There's some healing for you, okay? So let's go ahead and hop right in. What does the zodiac sign Libra need to know about May 2022? The Eight of Earth. What does Libra need to know about May 2022? What will my Libras experience in May 2022? Make it clear, Spirit Guides. Issue in reverse. What does Libra need to know about May 2022? Three of Air in reverse. What do my Libras need to know about May 2022? What will they experience? Nine of Fire. What will Libra experience in May 2022? This one zodiac sign Libra needs to know about May 2022. Make it clear, Spirit Guides. Message from Air. What does Libra need to know about May 2022? The Man in reverse. Okay. So the first word that comes out for me is resistance. Now, I don't feel like this is external. I kind of feel like at some point you feel like you lost momentum during the month, especially with this Eight of Earth. And this could be for multiple reasons. It could be because you have done everything you needed to do and everything's going well. And so you're kind of taking a breather, or you just completely have lost it and you're just tired of dealing with things as they are. So you just kind of either taking a break, or you've given up on something, or you've decided to like take a step back. Maybe you just simply need to rest, because that's a fact too. So there's a lot of factors that could be going into why you feel that way, at least especially coming into May. I think you eventually get it back, obviously. And this is just not even just energy. Like, it could be that something happens and it kind of triggers you to take a step back, maybe some type of anxiety, maybe it's just plain old laziness. For some of you, it could be some type of loss. And knock on wood, we're not talking about deep loss, but it could be like a loss of a friendship, or, you know, an opportunity that you thought you had, or something just doesn't go the way you wanted to. So it kind of like makes you take a step back and say, you know, I'm just not going to deal with this. But as time goes on, after you get the proper rest, you'll start to see where you can make changes, and then actually start to make those changes in May 2022. So if you were feeling like you were on a roll in April, or even if you came in from April into May feeling anxious or feeling tired, you start to get better towards the end of the month. Just make sure you keep your eye on the prize. That's a big thing. Because something just might throw you off and make you reconsider a lot of things as well. Two more, Spirit Guides. So what does Libra need to know about May 2022? What are they experiencing? So we got Two of Water here, and then two more flipped out. 10 of Earth, and then an extra, the Devil. Which makes sense with Issue here, because Issue and the Devil both kind of talk about addressing those addictions. Okay, addressing those addictions, or kind of having some type of something that kind of makes you question things, or possibly need to fix something. For some of you, it could be an addiction. For some of you, I think it's just simple. Something goes down and it messes with you. Yeah, so just careful about binging things, or just not wanting to participate. Let's just say that, okay? Love is in the air. Friendship is in the air. Like I said, I feel like you lose something, but you gain something. But for some of you, I don't even think it's that. I think there's a romantic relationship that just continues to grow and build for y'all in May 2022. So I sense like you might be going through something, and then you and your partner, or you and a friend get closer because of their like willingness to be there for you during this time, okay? And for some of you, it is what really triggers your like stress is for some of you, what triggers your stress is a loss of funds, or a loss of an opportunity with this 10 of Earth. But I really don't sense that it's a big deal. I don't feel like it's external. I just feel like this is something coming from the inside, okay, Libra? So let's go ahead and hop into your 11 relationships and see what's going on with this Two of Cups. What does Libra need to know about their 11 relationships in May 2022? What are my Libras experiencing in May 2022? Make it clear, Spirit Guides. Two more. What's happening for the zodiac sign Libra in May 2022 in their 11 relationships? One more. What is Libra experiencing in their relationships in May 2022? Okay. All right, so we have teasing. We have the other, we have popcorn, girl with the popcorn, and we have proposal. Now, this is a message for several different people. I ain't even gonna hold you. For some of you, you are in a good relationship for the most part. I mean, it's going on track. Some of you could be getting proposed to, or just making the next level in a relationship. I did see very clearly for somebody getting a proposal to do something. So this is like asking you to hang out, asking you to, you know, go somewhere, something of that nature. And it doesn't have to be romantic. That's just what I'm sensing. Yeah, but there's like I said, there's an increase in a relationship that probably either previously wasn't on track, or it just gets better in a current relationship. Okay. And then we have this teasing in the girl with the popcorn. Something about these two gives me very much needing to be careful about the playfulness within a relationship, or within maybe even a relationship with someone specific. I feel like you might be dealing with somebody who's more sensitive than you are, or has more of a trigger than you are. So it's something about the way you play with them. They don't play like that. They don't play like that, okay? And then for others of you, it's a kind of like a silliness, like a Bueller's Day Off kind of vibe going on, where you don't take anything seriously because you have this person around you. And almost to say that it's taking a little bit of focus on the things that you need to do. So careful about that as well, okay? Some of you could have somebody that you're interested in. And we have the other here too. So it's an option. And with this 3 of air, it makes me feel like there is a little bit of heartbreak going on. Like I said, it's multiple different people for this love reading. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But for some of you, there's a breakup happening. There's like a relationship that fell apart, or like somebody became very, very distant. And it's because it was somebody else in the picture. And I don't like to say that because, you know what I mean? We always get your ex is coming back, or they left you and now they regret it type readings. I'm not really picking that up. I just think that they had other things that they wanted to focus on, other people they wanted to focus on, and so they went and did that. So if you're wondering about that, that is what happened. No need to rack your brain. No need to get so distracted by it. It is what it is. On the other hand, some of you have an option. You have people who are interested in you, and you may be playing around with those options. Be careful about making a mess. Okay, with this girl with the popcorn. Be careful about making a mess out of your situation, because it can go from fun to real messy real quick, okay? So let's get into your career and finances. What does the zodiac sign Libra need to know about their career and finances in May 2022? Face your financial fears. Okay, sever vows of poverty. What does Libra need to know about their career and finances in May? Moonlighting. More, and visualize abundance in all forms, okay? So intuitively, Libra, I am picking up, now granted, with these cards, there could be that you're avoiding some sort of financial situation, avoiding work, avoiding going to work, avoiding like what your budget actually looks like, stuff like that. Those are very real things. But I feel like for some of you, it's not even that you don't have it. It's just that the way that you think about money is kind of closed-minded. And for some of you, it is a lack mind state. And for others of you, it's not just a lack mind state more than it's just like an anxiety around money. Like, you'll have all the money in the world and you still feel like you need more. You'll have all the money in the world and you feel like, you know, until you're a billionaire, you're not going to be okay. But then it's like you become a billionaire and then it's like, I need to be a trillionaire. Like, there's something that you need to address that, okay? And that's not to say that it's anything wrong with wanting more or being someone who thinks about the financial things, but sometimes it can get beyond us and ahead of us to a point where we kind of mess up our own abundance by always thinking about what we lack. And you, Libra, are actually one of the luckiest signs when it comes to abundance. So it's just interesting to see that here. And that makes sense with the devil as well. Like I said, that addiction, that need for more, that need for something in an unhealthy excess. Being careful about that as well. And this could be just as simple as like if you're overspending, getting back on path with that. With moonlighting, some of you could be working 2 jobs or working on something outside of work this month in May. But I don't think that you, with this visualize abundance in all forms, I don't think that you see it seriously yet. And I don't really get whether you should or not, more than I feel like you have to make that decision for yourself instead of doing it and thinking in the back of your head like this is just a hobby. Like, either you have to choose if you're going to take it serious, you know? So clarity, what can Libra do to increase their finances and their career this month? Ooh, not they said a lot. Okay, we have Elon Musk. And of course, you can pause to read that because I am not, okay? Okay, now he talks about taking risk, right? We have Cher Wang. Okay, and she kind of talks about playing in the background, not worrying about the outcome of something like we were just talking about. Okay, and then we have Christine Lagarde and Robert Johnson. Okay, so I'm literally going off my intuition with these. Like I said, you are feel free to pause if you wanted to actually read those, but I get multiple messages. One, you have to be willing to take a risk, and specifically in a market. For some of you, it is literally like the stock market. For others of you, it is the market of your business that you are running, right? Or whatever it is that you're doing. I feel like you're either playing it safe or you're bored and you want to take a risk or you want to take a leap, but you're not sure how it's going to turn out. You're not sure about the stability of it all. So you're just kind of like playing small. Like you could do more, but you're not doing as much as you know that you could because you're trying to minimize risk or weigh the pros and cons of something, but it's like either you gonna do it or you ain't. Like I said, you're slowing up on momentum with something, and I feel like you need to either speed that up. Also, worry less about your competition, and I don't see Libra being that type, but I feel like that's something that might be on your mind. Like, oh, okay, like, do I even measure up? Or I don't feel like doing all of these extra steps. Why do I have to do all these extra steps? That's for you to decide. Is it something important enough to you for you to make that decision and for you to make this an important part of your life? Okay, so let's go ahead and get you some advice for the month. See what you need to focus on. What should Libra focus on in May 2022? Willpower. What did we just talk about? What should Libra focus on in May 2022? Thank you. Spirit guide. Friendship. And which one was trying to come out? This one, manifestation. Okay, so we already talked about that friendship card. So that must be confirmation of what I was saying earlier. You may have a friendship that improves sometimes during the month, or at least you're happy to see about that friendship. I would say also paying more attention to your friendships. And I'm not talking about like in an obsessive way, more than like there's someone that needs a particular level of concern that you might not be giving to, or vice versa. And willpower speaks for itself. You just need the willpower to get it done. Like you might not want to, or you may not feel encouraged to, but you'll be happy that you did if you put it behind it, especially if it's something you're trying to manifest. And that's a whole nother thing. Manifest it. Like I said, Libra is really good about just being lucky. Okay, so a lot of things just come to you. But so imagine if you put your actual intention towards it. You're not sure if this is going to work. So because you have that mind state, it's not going to work. Change your mind state about it. If it's something about posting, because I feel like some of you, it may be Instagram or like having to post on platforms that's bothering you, post more often, consume the content, find out, what it is that you need to do to make your thing pop. If it's something else, what will make you feel like you're making progress? Research it and then start to do it, or find an avenue to start to do it, especially if you're worried about like where you fit in. You fit in just fine. You just need to find your lane. Spirit guide addresses messages that you may be getting from your spiritual team. Like I said, if you have recently lost someone, I am so sorry, but they are communicating with you and kind of reassuring you that they're fine. And if you know that, and at this point I'm just channeling, if you know that you and that person had something that you shared between each other, like an inside joke or like a certain thing that you both liked, they are sending that to you. So if it's butterflies, if it's birds, if it's, like I said, I feel like it's an inside joke. But if it's something that you know and you see it on TV or somebody says it to you, know that that's them talking to you, okay? Just to tell you that they're okay and they love you, all right? And another thing, I see horns here twice. So a Capricorn or maybe an Aries. A Capricorn, an Aries, and possibly even a Taurus may be important this month, okay, my love? Thank you so much for watching this reading. If it resonated for you, please go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe below, and follow me on IG for daily zodiac updates. I call them daily reads, okay? Know that I love you, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye.